RCB being none for 88 after 10 overs yesterday was not good enough. Both opening batters should have been more aggressive up front, knowing that they've got the power hitters of Maxwell, Green and Denish Karthik in the shed. They were at least 25 runs short at the end of their innings. But in this vlog, we're going to talk about tactics, Buttler's innings as well as Kohli's innings. And I've got a bit of criticism about Kohli's innings yesterday. So let's get into it. Tactically yesterday, Rajasthan Royals had to change the way that they approached it because they didn't have Sandeep Sharma to help out the back end with some depth over bowling. And normally they like to get Trent Boult to bowl 3 overs in the power play overs, as well as Berger sometimes as well. But yesterday, RCB, both opening batters, Kohli and du Plessis, got on the front foot. They're going out 10 and over after the 4th over. So they had Rajasthan Royals on the back foot. Sanju Samson had to go to Ashwin in that 5th over. Ashwin, he's a thinker. He's got some good plans. So he's got a deep mid-wicket, deep mid-on in play. He's got the square leg up and 45 up, knowing that both du Plessis and Kohli don't like to go to the sweep shot. They like to try and hit down the ground. So he's bowling back of a length, off spinners into the pad with the odd cannonball, so that if they want to try and work it through mid-wicket, there's a chance that it spins away with the leading edge. He made it difficult for them. They only got 3 runs off that over. The momentum's changed. All of a sudden, the spinners in the next couple of overs, Ashwin and Chahar, were controlling proceedings. Ashwin cramping them for room, Chahar using the length and width of the crease perfectly. He was attacking leg stump and then going for the wider ones. Both batsmen could not line up the experienced spin of the Rajasthan Royals. All of a sudden, Rajasthan Royals were left short middle of the innings, and they had to try and catch up out the back end, where Rajasthan Royals have been very good with their death bowling. And that led RCB to be 10 runs short. If we flip it over to RCB's bowling, they had 4 options of pace, but they went to dagger in the 5th over. Left arm off spin to Buttler, who was struggling against pace at that stage. Sanju Samson was struggling a little bit with the pace as well. Instead of going to Green, they went to dagger, and that inexperience cost him because he couldn't control the length, he couldn't control the line, and there were plenty of easy options to hit with the spin. Then we went to Hamineshu Sharma. Now, he wasn't bowling like Chahar, using the wide ones. He was just trying to attack the stumps all the time. But he didn't bowl too badly in that first over. He got hit for 4. There was poor fielding out the deep. Kohli had a bit of a misinteraction with another fielder. There was miscommunication there, 4. And then Sanju Samson tried to take him on a couple of balls later, tried to take him over mid-wicket for 6, didn't get it. Kohli running in, missed the catch. It was an easy catch for someone of Kohli's class. And Hamineshu Singh, who's playing in his 2nd game, hasn't got a wicket of IPL, could have had a wicket there, but he didn't get it. And all of a sudden, the confidence just fell. And the next overs of Dagger and Hamineshu Sharma cost them dearly. So the utilisation of spin and not using Green appropriately yesterday from the RCB camp also helped them lose the game yesterday. So poor batting, not being aggressive enough, not getting over 200 on the board to put more pressure on Rajasthan Royals, and their use of spin cost them the game. Now, quickly on Buttler's innings yesterday, I thought it was sensational. He's been out of touch. The footwork's not quite there, but with his experience, he just likes to keep things nice and simple, and he's just trying to find the timing, knowing that when he does get that timing, he'll be able to make it up in the back end. And he played it beautifully, played it patiently. And Rajasthan Royals have been struggling up the top of the order. One of their openers now has found a little bit of touch. All of a sudden, that just takes the pressure off the middle order to do the bulk of the work. So if they start getting off to good starts, all of a sudden Parag and Hetmeyer out the back end are going to be of better use. Rajasthan Royals, with Buttler in form, are going to be the team to beat in this IPL. Congratulations to Buttler on his 100th in IPL cricket. I just love the way that he just keeps it nice and simple. He plays to his strengths. If the bowling team are keeping him quiet, he's still able to rotate the strike, so he's not putting pressure on the batsman out the other strike end. He's not taking up too many dot balls, but when the opportunity is there to score the boundary, he makes sure he takes that boundary on and delivers and executes it. So well done to Buttler. Now, Virat Kohli yesterday, he got off to a good start, but it was a wonderful 100, don't get me wrong there. But where RCB fell into trouble yesterday was between the 4th over and the 10th over. In this particular period, Virat Kohli went out a strike rate of 100. And you've got the opposition on the back foot. You've got to make sure you take a few risks against their strengths. I can't remember a moment yesterday where Virat Kohli took on Ashwin or Chahar and tried to change the momentum, tried to put the pressure back on them. Now, if RCB want to move forward in this particular tournament and they want to be a force to be reckoned with out the back end, du Plessis and Virat Kohli, when they are on song out the start of the innings, they've got to make sure they keep that momentum going. And when a bowler looks as though he's taking control of the game, they've got to try and take a calculated risk at that moment and turn the game around. And that didn't happen yesterday against Ashwin and Chahar, and that's something where Virat Kohli can improve in this IPL to help his team out moving forward. But you can't really say too much more about Virat Kohli. It's another 100 under the belt. He's the leading run scorer of IPL, and with that bit of criticism, I've also got to flip it around. Maxwell, Green aren't in form. So there's a lot of pressure on Virat Kohli and du Plessis at the top of the order to make sure they bat the bulk of the overs because they're lacking with runs in the middle. So it's a bit of a catch-22, but you can't just have it all on your shoulders. The other batsmen have to pull their weight out some stage. If they're not, and all the work's up the top of the order, and Virat Kohli and du Plessis have to play more conservatively, RCB aren't going to get enough runs on the board with the way that the game is being played today. RCB, they've got a lot of headaches moving forward with their batting department.